Hello. Hold on. Okay, so I don't even know. I don't even know anymore with this DIY I've been working on. I started, whatchamacallit? Let me move this. I want to say shellac, but that's not it. That's what I need. But I don't have the money to spend $60 on a quart of shellac primer. I have a huge tub of wet plaster I bought for like $20 3 years ago that I've been using. So that's what I've been adding more layers, but because I'm watering it down, actually, even if I don't water it down, like it still wets some parts. Mainly the areas I've been having trouble is like this, like the open spaces. The smaller, like these areas, they're good. They feel sturdy to me. So this is basically the only part that it didn't like adhere to. Again, after I did it a second time, and it's still, I think the problem is that I use really big pieces for, this area, just because I thought it would help to not have like any seams, but it really, what it only does is make it harder for the paper to like adhere to the cardboard. And I've been working on this one for like, I feel like 4 days now, maybe more, I don't know. And I'm kind of tired of it. I want to start working on the twin, the sister side, the other post. They're identical to this one, but better with now knowing what I know. I am still going to use this because it will work. I tested it out when it was just cardboard. The other layers that I've been working on have really just been aesthetic decisions. And I'm spending too much time on it at this point that I'm just done. I might fix it in the future, but because I want to get this done this month, I'm just going to move on. This is consider it technically done for now. And I'm gonna, I should probably actually close this tub of wet plaster that I have because, well, I guess it doesn't matter because if I just leave it in water for long enough, it'll be usable again. Where is the other one? Okay. So this is the other piece that I need to make for the other side. And then I need to make 2 of these posts to go on the front side. But I want to try, I was going to do this one first just to see if it was going to work with this post. But because I noticed not yesterday, with the day before, I think, when I was testing out that it was going to be like not bending by the weight of my mirror, it held, like it stood up, the mirror stood up by itself with one post and just some cardboard on the other side and nothing in the back of it. So that's kind of reassuring because that's what I was worried about, that the mirror was gonna like be waving back and forth. So what I want to do is I want to make this one first, test them both out, just with that, because it should technically stand by itself, but I was scared that because knowing me and how I skip steps and, don't do everything as I know I should, that I thought I'm like, well, just to be safe, let's also add some supports on the front. And I also made them really long. I wanted to make these actually a lot. Well, I guess it's already bent. It doesn't matter. It's just going to be a template. I wanted to make these a lot, I don't know, shorter or thinner, just because I didn't want to have, because like imagine the wall is going to be back here. Like this is like a whole foot of space. I did that just to be safe. These freaking cars. Because the last time, it's been a couple of years, but last project I made, it was with wood also, and it was like sturdy, hard wood. It shouldn't have been waving back and forth, but I made like this pegboard, put a border around it for support, and I did like a bunch of like things for it to be supported, and it was still like wobbling back and forth. And I was told it was because the brackets at the bottom were too short. They should have been a lot longer. But I'm like, well, I've been seeing a lot of different. I'm gonna start like moving around doing stuff, so I think I should change my camera. And I'm gonna put on a movie for myself again, or let me set stuff up first. Hold on. I set up my camera first. Okay, hold on. I think the best view has been on this corner, so that you can like also, where I did that, see like, felt like something on my nail. The mirror, and like anything that I guess that this angle doesn't catch, like you could also see from mirror side. I don't think I'm making any sense. Okay. So, and then this is what I mean, like my phone is vertical, but it shows up as horizontal on the OBS, and it doesn't matter if I switch its direction. And after I set up like the basics on OBS, I didn't want to like touch it anymore because it was stressful and annoying, and it like keeps updating too, and I have to like keep, I don't know. Anyways, I was using this just to like keep my floor clean because I was scared that the plaster was going to like stain my floor. I'll put this for now. Well, no, I'm going to be using that cardboard, so I have no room to do anything right now. And I do want to sweep that up because I'm not going to be using the plaster for a while. Hold on, I'm making my broom. Hopefully my audio doesn't cut out. Okay. Find this freaking stuck stool. Ugh, don't even. I'm angry at it because it like hit me in my ankle. Yeah, I'm just kind of tired of all this dust too. I don't understand why there's so much dust when it's like wet. The plaster is wet and I'm constantly wetting it down even more. So I swept and like cleaned this morning here. So I'm just gonna leave this in this pile because I know I'm gonna get dirtier and have to like do this again when I'm done today or tomorrow when I feel like it. But also because like I have a fan going now and it's like constantly like moving dust around. I have to do it even more often. I feel like I have to figure out where I'm going to put this and if I should clean out these poor brushes. They're going to be like unusable for anything else now. Okay, I'm gonna, oh man, the table, damn it, I already swept. There's a bunch of like stuff on the table. Okay, I'm gonna get down on the floor, I think, because it's just really the only way I can do this. And I think you should be fine here. You're out of the way. So for this next one, now that I know that, you know, this one, I feel like I can learn from the mistakes I did from this one or the things that I cut corners on, so I don't do it again. I'm going to get my hot glue gun, I think. So let me put this away so I don't accidentally bend this. Because this requires a lot of room. And because I don't like moving around, I prefer to move the project around. So there's that. I think I can reuse this. Should I get a smaller piece? So, yeah. To put underneath my hot glue gun. Should be. I've been cutting so much, it should be a tiny piece here somewhere. Yeah, I'm still like saving, like I said, scraps and stuff, so I can use it for like paper mache, clay or something later on. Okay, and I'm kind of worried that the dust got into this extension cord here. I don't know if this actually helps any. I hardly use this kickstand because I feel like none of them ever work because I don't know why, they just never work. I'm using a lot of glue. This is gonna kill my back. Okay, and then I have these long strips I saved from the big box my ladder came in from, if you remember. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to listening to my Friday 13 movie. Oh my god, I feel like I have dust in my eyes too. I always feel like I have something in my eyes, but trying to figure out how to change the screens on my computer screen so I can get the best out of this movie. Okay. What was I doing? I think I should get my, oh my god, stop touching your eye. Can't help it. I need my cutting board. Oh no, I forgot. The painting's on top of it. Gotta maneuver this somehow. Okay. Just to be safe so I don't get any glue anywhere. Because the plaster did clean off. I didn't do a very good job. I just wanted to test it. Like I sweeped and then like I just got like a wet paper napkin to see if it was gonna come off, and it is. But the hot glue, that's another story. That's harder to take off, and sometimes it also picks up whatever it's attached to. Let me just check this measurement. It feels short to me. The other thing was that, okay, so this is, I did 2 inches width for like all the, you know, like skinny long pieces, and this. But I was noticing when I was trying to do the inserts, you know, I can't do 2 inches, I have to do like whatever like this width would be, so it's like 1.5 centimeters, and I don't do well with halves. So I just did like, I struggled, okay? I struggled to cut like the right measurements to go on inside. So what ended up happening is like I would cut either too small or too large. And if it was too large, it would like warp the border to be like expand too much. And that's why this doesn't stand completely upright. If I did it right, it might. And so the thing is, the reason it does that is because I glued this on top of this piece. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do on the sides this time, and I think that'll also help with structurability. I think just because it adds like, I feel like it's not like, I don't know how to explain myself, so I'm just gonna start doing. And I'm gonna use a straighter piece for this. They're all pretty flimsy anyways, but this one I actually cut a bunch of scores on, so that's why like it's very flexible compared to these ones. And because this is really straight here, I don't think it matters if, well, I think it's better if actually I don't. The scoring does weaken the cardboard. Okay, I think this works. Oh, my glue's gluing. I'm just a little nervous about doing this on the side because there's going to be glue all over the place. Yeah, and I can't stand this up on its side. It would have been nice if I could have done that. What if... that's probably why I didn't want to do that the first time around, but here we go. That's why it's gonna stick to the floor. That's why I didn't want to do that. It's not gonna work. I feel like I'm just not thinking this out right. It's like, this is fine for now because I can bend it now, but after all of this is around, I won't be able to do that. Or should I be bending it? Even if it does bend by itself right now. I think this is going to be a little bit of acrobatics situation. It's a good thing I'm young and flexible right now. Oh my god, no, this is gonna be dangerous. I can feel it getting on my legs. Let's turn this. See better, but it still might get on my legs. Nope, I just don't get on the floor. It's still, oh my god. I regret all my life decisions. Maybe I should have started from that side. You see me struggling? I can't see any better. Stand up. Can't tell if it's straight. And these old Friday the 13th movies, not even all these like old scare movies from like the 80s. Just long silences. Kind of like these live streams. I feel like I have to be able to do this. I'm just probably like self-conscious. I don't want to do it on a camera. I can do this. No, I can't. No, it's too far. Like, I know I should be able to maneuver, because I've been maneuvering that one, but I guess it was after it was inception of being covered with a border. Oh god. I need to it's not. I hate you so much. I have to find, there has to be a way. I'm making this more difficult than I need to. I just know it. For you to like wedge in between some edges, two stands, and so like I can't think of it right now. This wasn't this hard the first time I did this, but also I didn't do it this way the first time. Oh my god. Let me start throwing a hissy fit. Oh, fuck. I don't want to touch it. I know it's not that hot, but it is for me. Okay? Lukewarm only, unless it's in the shower. It's the depths of hell. So I don't touch it except with my nails. I feel like I've been scratching up my floor. Mainly of my chair. This wheel's still broken. try not to go over. It has to be leveled. Now I feel like I'm also getting hungry, or maybe I'm just like over this. Or maybe should have been doing the standing up. That was the trick. Must have been it. Oh, alright, I moved too far away. Okay, well now that wireless hot glue gun is making sense. Oh man, I just realized you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, hold on. Let me just do this piece and until it dries down and I can get up. I thought I said I was gonna be completely on the floor, so that would have gotten the most of the action, but I move around too much. I should start scoring around here. Oh, got it. See, I'm gonna do this. Oh, crap, this tape at the bottom is hard. Easier if I did this. I'm kind of bored, but I don't think that far ahead. Oh shit. Did I do this right? Because I'm now realizing that this is not going to be really any difference than the other one. This is still going to lose. Is it? No. Okay, shit. I guess I'll find out once I have to start filling it. It's going to lose this 2 inches. I hate these little glue strings. It is gonna lose 2 inches. No, not 2 inches. It's gonna lose a centimeter at least. Oh, dude. Little like spider webs. Let's glue. I cut these little ends off the last one. I got the first one I made because I feel like they were too wrinkly and they might not provide enough support. But I'm getting lazy and hungry and upset. Oh no, I think what happened? I think OBS stopped working. My hands are busy right now, so I can't focus on that right now. Give me a second. Can't tell, my computer's too far. Ah, cool. Looks to be working, I think, but I guess I won't know for sure until just gonna finish this section and my movie's almost over. I'm gonna have to switch over to the nest. Why can't I speak? I'm gonna have to switch over to the next movie. Halloween, nope. Friday the 13th. Número 2. Amazon. Oh, hope it's my eye drops. Why aren't you coming out? No. Why are you doing this? You're doing so well. Because I left you for too long. Let's see if it doesn't want to come out. What happened here? Oh, please don't fail on me now. Only just starting. Seems a little easier to maneuver and it has some structurability. My movie's over and I'm like in silence. Luckily it's Sunday and it's pretty quiet outside. Otherwise I'd be freaking out with car noises. There literally was just like car honking at the beginning of this stream, so it's as quiet as it gets. Turn it off for now because I feel like the problem is that you're overheating. So I feel like I can see you smoking. Ah. Okay, it's like this piece of string. Stop. Okay. I have to scrape the glue off the back of my nails. So like, I don't know, smooth down. Hopefully it'll hear better. I don't know. I do feel like I'm gonna have to go back in after it's all closed. Well, after the borders around all the edges and like do another little stream of hot glue on the inside edges. So I don't know. I mean, that's also what I did with that one. But this one, because I did it a little differently, feels a little less stable. Okay. These are correct. These are 2 inches. Okay, so no, I should work. I don't know. I kept thinking I was gonna lose Yeah, it should work. Keep going on the outside. Okay. Just going to release some of this glue just in case it cools down. I hate wasting material. Ugh. No, dirt. Could have done this now. Ah, was that a crack? It was an air bubble, I'm sure. I hope. Oh God, I hope I'm not showing my underwear. It's all my loose fitting clothing. I think what I want to do today too is, because I've been shooting like little clips of the process every time I work on this, just like little one, because like obviously I'm working on this like hours a day, so I don't shoot like more than like maybe 5 minutes in total of every little thing, every little step I'm doing here. Well, oh no, I got hook glue on my cable. But I think it would be a good idea, because I've seen some people like posting their DIYs before it's completed, and I really thought that was like a no-go. But I don't know, I mean, I enjoy watching them and like getting excited to see what it looks like at the end. Could just be because they're entertaining too, though. I'm not entertaining, so could be that. But I don't know. I've also kind of been okay, I'm gonna leave this for now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let me switch cameras. Let me check if this is still I don't know. I'm not good about looking back on the previous day to see if I'm actually like my audio is on. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on that today. Hopefully I can get, I don't know. I actually don't know how far I can get. I'll finish the border today for sure, but I want to try and fill the whole thing today. But I know that takes a long time. It took me like 2 days before, so I don't know. But for sure, I mean, I should go faster on it this time because I have a better idea of what it is I'm doing, even though I am changing a few steps just to make it better compared to the first one I did, the test. So I am hoping to be moving faster and like be more sure of myself and not just like sitting and staring at a wall for like an hour trying to come up with like the design aspect of it. But for right now, I think I'm gonna go cook something for me to eat because I'm starving for some reason. I had like a whole bagel this morning. But anyways, it's been almost an hour, so I think pretty good. Oh, I've been working on this for like an hour now. Man, I work slow. Okay. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.